Hello. It is well, a Monday evening. I almost said Sunday because I had today off, so it feels really weird. Figured we would go ahead and work on finishing our Phantasy Star IV run, which I keep trying to say Final Fantasy. But we'll see how this goes. I'm pretty certain we're about to get my favorite character in this game, so I'm pretty excited about that. Hello, Jags. How are you doing tonight? I know it's getting really late where you are, so I hope you are doing well. Ellie keeps coming up and sitting in my lap, and I put her down, and she comes right back up, and then she's insistent. She is going to sit in my lap tonight. So she's like, "No, you are going to pay attention to me." So. All right. So we left off. We just used our antidote on the people in the Birth Valley cave. They had been petrified, turned to stone. And it looks like my screen is again not fitting to like it's supposed to. There we go. Sorry about that. It keeps doing weird things with this. There we go. Okay, so we just saved the people in the cave, and I told Han to go back to the academy and report their findings. But they have now had an emergency where we left off. There were screaming coming from this cave. There was a monster outside the cave, and we killed it. And now we need to go in and make sure that Professor Holt is doing okay. But we'll see how it goes. Let's go see what is going on in this cave. This part of the game is a little tough once we get inside. Out here shouldn't be a problem. But... Hey Ron, how are you doing? I hope you had a very good Christmas and a happy new year. How have you been? Very excited to see more. Yeah. Well, we'll see. The professor was a little bit ditzy when we met him. He didn't really seem to understand the danger that he was in. And he just went chugging along into the cave further in. So I'm not real sure that I trust his judgment to stay out of more danger. But Professor Holt has gone into the depths and has not returned. Maybe it's too late. No! Oh no. Ah, the monsters from the depths are... Okay, so the people out here are not doing well. That's probably not good. Healed from the broken leg and then fell down a flight of stairs. Oh no! A concussion and broken ribs. Oh, that's awful. I'm really sorry to hear that, Ron. That sounds terrible. I wish you a very, very speedy recovery. That sounds awful. Yikes, what's that? We're going to die! Stop cowering. Men are such cowards. It's nothing. That's true. It's true. Is he agreeing that men are cowards or that was nothing? There's some writing here. Sterilization treatment completed. Please follow the line on the floor. Oh, that sounds wonderful. I didn't volunteer. I didn't agree to... Right, the stuff in here, if I remember correctly, is really kind of hard. So there will be lots of killing stuff and potentially running away if I live that long. this stuff is much harder than we need to... Anti is used. Poison neutralized. Sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better. Take it slow if you can. Yeah, that is rough. As soon as you start getting up and around, you kind of... Oops, I didn't... You get knocked right back down that. Was this before the new year? Those always reminded me of like some swamp thing. Remember that dude looks like a giant gnat? Yeah. Yeah. Just do. Or crit Han. Almost kill him. That's great. He is very... Grizz is pretty useless. Han's weak. Like, he takes a ton of damage, but he at least can heal. So, you know, we put up with it and charge him lots of money to tag along with us. Oh. It is Retro Queen. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of retro stuff. Hi, Lethal. How are you doing? Good to see you again tonight. Well, is it morning there for you guys already? Yeah, it should be morning there for you guys, right? I don't know my time zone. Oh, this is gonna suck. These things are... Everything sucks. 10 a.m. and Tuesday. Lethal is from the future. I have asked him to send, you know, me all the plans and like lotto ticket numbers and stuff, but he said it was a no-go. I'm not to be trusted. I don't get that information. Speaking of which, I did actually buy some lotto tickets because, what is it? Because they were up and I won nothing. Super criminal cipher. Yes. I don't know what I'll do with this information. Lovely. Oh, everybody's missing! Yay! We have Han. Han, for some reason, always goes last. BRB. Okay, Lethal. No problem. Let's see. Did we actually heal Jazz? We did not heal Jazz. Right. This is going to be a lot of coming in here, seeing how far we can make it, teleport out, turn around and come right back in. So. All these boxes are open. Someone has been here before me. Took all of my gear. So Han can't use it, but she can. Cool. Okay. I'm just waiting for one of these runs to have this happen. Where like, oh yeah, everything's going kind of okay. No one's dead. And then we do a fight and they almost kill my guys. So It's like, oh, I spoke too soon. Oh no. There we go. Yeah, Han is our academy student. He isn't as much of the fighter as the others are supposed to be. I've always had the impression that Grizz is supposed to be like this warrior from the village where he's from, but he's really not very useful. Although, honestly, he's 19 years old, so it says in the middle, level 8, age 19. So you know, maybe I shouldn't judge him too harshly. How old is everybody else? Oh, we don't get to know Alice's age. Chaz is 16, and Han is 24. We're all children. These guys do that weird laser beam attack. Please don't die, Chris. Please don't die. That's quite a bit of experience for... Like, lately I've been getting, like, 40 experience or something. So... 100 something seems like a lot. Do I still have my... Yeah, I do. I still have my escape pipe, so... Chaz dies, I can get out of here. That doesn't look creepy at all. A bunch of like weird test tube capsule things. So if I recall correctly, Phantasy Star 1 was on the Master System, Master System, and it is connected to Phantasy Star 2, which is connected to Phantasy Star 4. But Phantasy Star 3, I want to say, takes place like way before any of that. Like it's a very distant timeline to it. So much so that the events, like, I think they barely connect or something. This game has a lot of random battles, which the only other game that I got annoyed with the random battles was actually Xenogears. So much so that it was on the original PlayStation 1. And, oh, he's cute. You could actually, while you were on a screen, you can open the PlayStation top, you could lift it, and it'd make the disc stop spinning and it wouldn't read. And you wouldn't have any random fights while you had the disc tray open on the original PlayStation 1. But you'd have to close it to go on to the next area so it could load the next area. So when you're in dungeons, you'd be on one screen and I'd pop open the thing and then explore and do all my stuff. You could still open chests and stuff. And then before you go on to the next screen, you close the lid. That game, it was literally every 2 steps I was getting random encounters and I was so mad. It's like, just let me walk through here. Who's... like someone's not doing well on health. Ceramic sword, I believe. Chaz is my sword. See, now that I've let Ellie just chill in my lap, she's calmed down a lot, so that's good. I maybe attacked the wrong one. I'm gonna need to focus on the two on the right. But I want to say that Phantasy Star 2 was one of the ones that whenever you had it, you set up all of your attacks, and if your target died, they'd just swing at air. They wouldn't move on to the next target. I didn't heal between fights. Back nerd. Yeah, I am a nerd. I am a nerd. I don't even argue it. Oh, Grizz died. Fuck. Second death of the game. Yeah, Han's just gonna heal air. But at least heal himself. How are you doing, Han? Okay, so he's dead. It's dead. Okay, get me the hell out of here. Chaz. Get me out of here. So yeah, Grizz will no longer walk because he's has no health. You just push him along in front of us. And then on the menu, he's dying. There's no G. He's dying. Grizz is not having a good. This is the end. There. Weekend at Bernie's, yes. Exactly. No, I already stayed. I don't want to stay again. See, Grizz is walking. We're fine. We don't need to stay again. Chaz didn't level. That's the wrong way. I just put some sunglasses on him. No one will know. We also are having some pretty bad weather here tonight. We are under like severe weather alerts and stuff, so. One of the things earlier, whenever the lightning struck, you could hear it crack outside, and then immediately the thunder followed. And I was always taught that, you know, when the lightning strikes, you start counting, and it'll tell you how far, you know. Yeah, that was like immediate. You couldn't even get a one off there. It's like, oh, I jumped. Oh, we have to listen to this every time. Yeah, stop carrying menaces. We already did this earlier. We do that every time we walk through there, even though we know it's the sterilization process. Which we did not, you know, consent to, but this factory doesn't care. So I already got the gear equipment from the other room. I wish we were a little bit stronger, but we're not really. I think Alice is the only one that actually leveled. We do have a ceramic sword now, though, so that helps. And technically I could. I was complaining about Han being really weak and taking a ton of damage earlier. But, I could technically put a shield on him, and, you know, that would help. But then he's only using one little dagger, and he does no damage at all. So I'd rather he deal a little bit extra damage, because sometimes he actually heals stuff. Sometimes. Oh shit. Let's put... Nope. Yeah. And I did add a new, there we go. I added a new bot to the Discord today, so he's a little more on the uptake with alerts of going live, so the other one was I never really liked that one, but this one's a little quicker. I say that because Nightbot's pushing my Discord. Alice almost died. Ah. Don't die, Alice. Yeah, you can kill Chris. No one likes Chris. We'll just push him around again anyway. Let's heal her. And let's heal him. I think we might be in the home stretch, maybe? Maybe not. No, where we are. Yay! We found the professor. Professor, thank goodness you're safe. Oh, it's you, Han. You came to rescue me. Good job. Well, it seems pretty safe here, but how on earth were you able to escape on your own? Well, you see, this person here came to my rescue. Who? Welcome, everybody. I'm glad to have you here. What? Who are you? Why the heck does that surprise you? They're in the first frame there. My name is Rika. Pleased to meet you. Rika. Those ears. What on earth are you? And what is this place? This is the bioplant. It's a research facility for bioengineering created by a 1,000-year-old civilization. This is from an ancient advanced civilization. Is it still operational? Oh yes. What's more, this isn't the only one. There are many such systems that have maintained their functionality. And it's thanks to these systems which control Matava's climate, soil, and I can never say that word. Ecology systems. It's like statistics. I can't say that word either. I have to stumble over it. That the human race was able to avoid total destruction after the Great Collapse. Really? Is that true? If that's the case, how come this recent environmental destruction is taking place? Even though the control system is still functioning, it can barely yeah. That's barely maintain the minimal conditions for your existence. I have always done that with that word. I hate that word. That and like statistics. I have to really pause on that one. Even now, screw you, environment. Who cares? Even now, the system is starting to run out of control. Chaz, do you understand? What? Well, then does that mean the recent increase of biomonsters is coming from here? Yes, unfortunately so. If you want to know more, talk to Seed. He's over there. Seed? Yeah, that's how I feel. Seed? So where's this person called Seed? He's right in front of you. What's going on? I am Seed, the control computer for this bioplant. Wow, an artificial intelligence! I can't believe it. That's right, this is no exception. Check my status here. The system is beyond my control. It is continuously breeding harmful monsters. Just as I thought. If we leave each of these systems running out of control, along with the monster problem, we will have abnormal climate conditions and violent changes in the planet's surface. Atava will be destroyed. Okay. What shall we do? The only thing we can do is shut down the system, but stopping the system itself will cause problems. We won't be able to maintain the ecosystem. That's better than the system ruining everything. But these systems are spread out all over the place. Don't worry, all we have to do is shut down the planet Nervous, which supplies energy to each system. That will shut them all down. First, please rescue the control android Demi. She's the only one that can stop Nervous. Rescue? What do you mean rescue? Right now, Demi is being held hostage by a man named Theo. Theo again! Who on earth is this Theo? I myself don't know what Theo is all about. So all we have to do is rescue this Demi, right? Where is she being held hostage? She is with Theo, and the name of that castle is Zeo's Fort. Oh, is it a castle or is it a fort? Is that by any chance beyond the quicksand of Mile? Oh, that sinister looking castle north of Zima. That's a pretty long way to go, but having heard all this, we have no choice. Hee hee, it's been a long time since I felt so excited. And while we're at it, why don't we get rid of that disgusting character Zeo? Hey, that's the spirit. So you will go. Please take Rika with you. Who is this girl anyway? She seems curiously knowledgeable about these matters. She is my child. Are you saying that she is an artificial life form? That's right. She is a product of 1,000 years of improvement on genetic information from a prototype prior to the Great Collapse. I have also given her a basic education. She will surely be a great help to you. All right, Seed, we'll take her. Alice is a lot taller than she is. Thank you. I've always wanted to be able to see the outside world. Rika, take care. Okay, let's get going to Zeo's Fort. I must first go back to the academy. We have to spread this information as much as possible. Yay! There is only one way for me to stem the outbreak of monsters. Now that I have sent into the world the fruit of 1,000 years' worth of research, there are no obstacles to its execution. Ooh. It turned red and made beepy sounds. We're outdoors! Wow, I didn't know the sky was so blue. These flowers, they're so beautiful. How lovely. Being cooped up all this time underground, everything must be so novel. Yeah. What was that? An explosion! Seed! Aw, she's crying. Rika, you must carry on the will of Seed. You can't look back now. I know. Okay. So, we made it out of that place. Chaz finally leveled. And we now have a level 1 Rika who seems really far behind. So that's fun. Hello, Ellie. No. Right. These probably aren't that bad. I hope they're not that bad. Victory! 21 experience. Rika's level increased. She's level 2 now. Cool. Let's see if we can get one more level off. That wasn't enough. Okay. Just save frequently here. If Sierra point-and-click adventures ever taught me anything, it's save frequently. Okay, crosscut. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Not that much damage. I was expecting that thing to hurt. Probably does hurt. Right. So, this is familiar. This is the town that the game started in. Ah, we're finally home. Shall we take it easy for the rest of the day? Yes. Okay, let's be up right now. So now I have a place to stay that's free, so that's nice. Is this the... No, that's the armor store. I went in the wrong door. Weapon store. No, don't buy the sword. Amazing how, you know, you come in here and you feel like you have a lot of money, and then you buy a couple things and all your money just goes away. So these are better. Nothing else is better. So this worthy. Another band. Brown. I don't sell my healing. I like how she's been cooped up in that thing, but her gear is better than ours. Which is good. Buy one more saber. Eventually I need to get Han some daggers, but I don't remember if I need to buy them now or not. That'll help. I haven't heard with 2 upgraded claws. So the game started when we got a contract from the Hunters Guild, which was already done before. Those of you hunters who have already joined, I'd like to give you information about available job listings. This is kind of familiar as far as the Phantasy Star Online from the Dreamcast. I don't know what the Phantasy Star Online 2 is now, but the one of the Dreamcast did a lot of the Hunters Guild, and you took missions, and you went down and completed them and came back. That's what this is it's your Hunters Guild. Stick to Don't mind me. Sneaking back here. Yay. I like how the innkeeper doesn't even bat an eye at that. We're just gonna walk back here and steal all your money and your healing item. Thanks. Bye. I do not like the carpet in here. That is mess with my eyes. Okay. Yay. Oh yeah. There was a thing. Is that here? No. Come on, Willie. So these two girls over here are here on like a vacation. They came here to... We traveled all the way here to shop at the market, but we used up all of our money with travel expenses. Actually, we don't have the money to pay for our rooms, but we haven't been able to admit it and have kept on staying. What shall we do? Hey, why don't we climb out that window during the night? So, the one time I'll actually pay for an inn, even though it's stupid ridiculously expensive. Come on, hurry up! Quietly, quietly! Hey, wait, sis, don't leave me behind! Wah! What was that sound? Oh, hey, you guys! Hey, you wait! Don't you dare run away! Please forgive us! No way, you rascals, you shameless brats! Take them away! Ah! And they're not there in the morning! I still remember that. Like, oh yeah! The two that can't afford their bill try and run out on their tab. Not this one. This it? This is the prison. You'd better not get too close. So if we come in here, they're now in the prison. We're ex-convicts now. No one will marry us now. We tried to escape during the night, but we got caught. Guarding in prison is no easy job. It's so boring. I always like that they put that in there. It's just a random... What? I also like that this is one of the ones that if you have a talk function, so if you come back to the game after taking a break, they'll tell you what you're supposed to be doing. So they're letting us know that we're supposed to go rescue Demi, and that it's at Zio's fort. And they tell you where it is, that it's across the quicksand mile. I always thought that was really neat, because a lot of games that do that. I used to take breaks from games and come back to them and be like, I have no idea why I'm here, or what I'm doing, or what's going on. Who are these people? Oh, these can be such a pain in the butt. These are not always easy to kill. And like this, if you accidentally leave one, sometimes they don't attack you, sometimes they call for mommy, and that's not good. The infant worms. Down. Ooh, you just did half of Juan's health. Ow! Mika's leveling nicely. She's already level 4. Juan needs to some of his health. Another town over here. Don't think I really have anything to do over here. Yeah, there's nothing there. You know, right after the meteorite fell, some kind of army came rushing across the bridge from the west, and then, just when we had thought they returned to the west, we found the bridge destroyed. I wonder if they came from AI. No, they didn't. Who in the world were they? Hello. You're talking nonsense again. Has the meteorite made you dim-witted? Yeah, there's like a broken house over here. Still living in it. This is also one of the old RPGs where if there's an NPC, you can most likely talk to him. They have something to say to you. Why was my house destroyed and the house across the street was not? It's not fair, don't you agree? It makes me so mad. Do you want to bring destruction on your neighbors too? I don't need... I might need an inn later, but I don't need an inn right now. I'm not quite ready to face the meteorite just yet, because the stuff out here kind of hurts. So we will... Ouch. Get our asses handed to us by a worm. Hydrates. Thank you very much, Jack. You have my bottle of water that I got right before I started streaming. Thank you very much. I'm kind of dealing with a bit of a cold today. Did wake up with some cold stuff. That I apologize if any of that's coming across. More worms. That is a cute emote. I like that. Just leveling up just a tiny bit before I go wandering off into... I like that little cat emote. That's very cute. Okay. Hey, stop. Not go call for mommy. We don't want to deal with the big worm. She heal yet? She can. Rika's growing up. Now, what are we doing on stuff? Yeah, we can do a few. Before we go sleep. You are. But no one to it. Rest for free. Oops. Apparently, Gross has had a few. I can't walk out the door with him. I do like this Sega Genesis controller though. Pretty cool. Say that it seems smaller than the actual Genesis controllers used to be, but I was a kid at the time, so it could just be that, you know, I'm not a kid anymore. Actually, let me see before I... Or Big 2, yeah. I thought that they were. Because I remember them being, you know, very decently sized. And this is the controller I'm using is the one that I got from being a Nintendo membership person. So it opened you up to being able to buy the Genesis controller, and I went ahead and did that. Actually, do I need? I'm gonna end up going all over the place in here. I think this is actually the correct way to go, so it's not the way I was wanting. I wanted to go the wrong way first, but it doesn't matter. These things in here are very difficult. Han's almost dead because I didn't kill him. I didn't notice he was dead. I'm riding him off too big. Not original Xbox big. Those were, yeah, the original Xbox controllers. I had a very, very hard time using those. They were way too. I don't know who they designed those with in mind. Like, they were way too big. I remember trying to play Halo on one of those, and ceramic knife, so I didn't have to buy at least both of them. That's good. We're alright. We're alright. We may not be alright by the time this is done, but we're alright. Depends on who they hit. No, don't. So she's leveling up. She is almost caught up to Han on health points, so that's good. Hit points. Should probably heal Chaz. So, as far as I know, there's not an actual reason to really come in here, other than to get gear, and at the end it gives you a little bit of lore. But like you don't have to come in here. There's not even like a side quest for it. It's just I come in here to level because this stuff is kind of hard, and if I can take on this stuff, I should be okay to do some more. That was wonderful, honey. Missed with both daggers. I should be able to take on some of the stuff that I need to do in the cave coming up. But cool. This was a game that was actually on the Sega channel. That's where I first played it. But for some reason, my sister and I were playing it. And for some reason, we got into this game really late into the month, so they were about to change the monthly games that were available. And we got really far into this game, and then it did switch, and it was no longer available on Sega Channel. We're like, but we need to know what happens with it, you know. We made it, you know, however far in. We need to know what happened. So we went to our local, it's called Video Park store. It's like a Blockbuster, but not Blockbuster. And we looked around to see if they had this game, you know, Final Fantasy IV. Not Final Fantasy, Phantasy Star IV. I'm gonna do that a lot. And we go in there, and they had it. We rented it, and we're like, we're gonna end up having to rent this thing more than just once to get it done. But you know, fine, whatever. We came home, we put the thing in the Genesis, and someone had a save. It was the only save on the cartridge. Someone had a save maybe 10 minutes behind where we had been. Something like that. Like it was essentially the exact same spot that, you know, we left off. So we were able to just pick it up and run. It's like, okay, that's kind of cool. We were able to go ahead and finish the game, but we stayed up until like 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning or something to finish it. And I only remember that because I remember sneaking back to bed because we didn't want my mom to know that I was up that late, because I was little. I was, I don't know, 8 years old or something. I was little. I had stayed up way too late. So we quietly finished the game and went sneaking back off to, turned off the TV. And we were able to return it the next morning on time. Yeah. Ouch. Right. I am to teleport out of here. That's weird, but alright. Let's see. Chats. Where are we going, chats? Save in town. can save in town. Wanted to chat before I come in here. Can't save in dungeons, but I can save in towns and world map. Right. So, that's actually going to be it for me tonight. I know it was a bit of a short stream, but between the bad weather outside, we actually have we're under a tornado watch. So, between the bad weather and me having a cold, I'm sorry, Lethal. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. I will catch you guys next time. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me. Sorriness and doubt. Yeah. It's lame. It's so lame. I would really like to stay. I can feel it. I think my cold medicine's wearing off. So I'm going to go ahead and call it, but I will try and be back very soon, sometime this week, hopefully. And we'll see if we can... Tonight I was able to go through the cave, and we caught... She's not a Pokemon. We got Rika to join our party, and then we found out we need to go save Demi. And maybe tomorrow we can actually save Demi and see about this Zeo character. So, thank you very, very much. I hope you guys have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, and I will talk to you next time. Thanks. Bye.